What's up, everybody? Fernando here, aka Retro Relapse. Welcome to another episode of BTR Beyond the Ropes. With me, as always, my partner in crime, my tag team partner, Randizzle, aka Randy. Randy, welcome to the show.
Woo! What's up? Another Bell to Bell Thursday night. And before we get into it, make sure you hit a fucking Brock Lesnar F5 on that follow and subscribe
Ugh.
button so you can get notified whenever we drop episodes every Tuesday and Thursday. You can catch us back on Twitch, Spotify with video, YouTube, Apple Podcasts, Amazon Music, and wherever you get your podcasts and social needs at Beyond the Ropes Pod. Now, since we did this past Tuesday talk about AEW's All Out,
Hey,
I think
W,
it's I think it's only fair that we talk about WWE's WrestlePalooza.
brother.
Brother.
That's right.
Did you
Hey,
happen to watch WrestlePalooza this past Saturday?
you know what? I did not get a chance to watch the beginning. I did catch it back on the socials.
Okay.
Um, I did get it from right before at the end of the tag team match, which would be the second match. But luckily, here are friends at the SmackDownHotel.com. Hey, oh my God! Hey,
You know who I'm gonna get the soundbite for? Deuce and Domino. Hey, oh, I'm walking
oh,
here.
you see, I'm trying to catch the subway to go to my grandma's and get some of that stromboli. You see me here? Hey, Copernicus, you see me walking here? Definitely.
Don't
Uh,
start this shit back from Tuesday, please.
my fault. My fault. It's so good.
Give
Uh,
me what other accents are in WWE right now? Give me you know what? Give me Grand Americano accent. How about that?
when he just goes up to people, he's like, just telling, basically, he's telling people to fuck off, and I
Hey,
guess to do
no
that Mexico.
mames, bro.
No, no mames, way. No mames.
Nombre, way. Do it as feo way.
Tú eres feo, no mames, way. Hey, Copernicus. Uh, so yeah, I didn't catch the beginning, but we still can go about it because I know you watched it. Plus, I got to see some of the playback. So let's just get into it. Let's dive into this card. WrestlePalooza 2025, ESPN's first PLE, brought to you by WWE and all their stooges. And son of a bitch, you know what? Not gonna say this was the worst because there were some decent matches on this card. Um, but I am gonna give them, the flowers and kudos and respect. That you know what they did still get a good first PLE for it being on ESPN. Uh,
I'm gonna say this.
Kind of sad for some of
Dick
the people
Dick
that do
move
have it
Dick
because of,
move for
yeah,
WWE to do it while AEW does their pay-per-view all out. Dick move.
true,
And then extra dick move to put on one of John Cena's last matches during AEW All Out's main event match with Hangman and Kyle Fletcher.
it did start the show, and Dick moved that there's still ads.
Yeah. Please stay tuned for a commercial break.
Dick moved that there's still ads, dude. I'm like, we did not have any fucking ads when we had
Gotta make money.
the WWE network. Well, you don't get enough money from all the sponsors on the ring.
We talked about last week.
Fireball,
You talked about last week.
Alibaba.
What are they doing? They have to fucking pay for UFC's bullshit.
True, I
So
know.
you gotta make that
I
money.
know they do, but I'm just saying they don't have enough money with all the people on the mat. Fireball and Aviator and
Oh yeah, you
uh,
gotta pay for the Slim Jim ad, buddy.
Slim Jims on the damn mat. They got the Slim Jim
Come on,
tables. You got,
brother. Come
you
on,
know,
brother.
where's your Fireball or where's your what's that other one? What's Cody's
Wheatley,
whiskey?
Wheatley vodka,
Wheatley, yeah.
vodka, American vodka.
Where's your Wheatley vodka? It's not whiskey, it's vodka. Because they don't know how to do real whiskey in WWE. You want to get a DUI, brother? Now let's just get jacked up and do cocaine. Okay. Well, let's dive
Different
into
kind of
that card. That first
China
card.
Baloo.
the,
Fine China Babaloo.
we did have John Cena, never seen 17 versus Brock Lesnar.
I mean, I know you didn't see this match like you said just a second ago. It started off as a fucking banger. Brock Lesnar did exactly what Brock Lesnar does to every fucking buddy. It was, and John Cena was no exception. He got taken to Suplex City.
Again,
John Cena found his footing, started making a comeback, hit
Hmm.
Brock Lesnar with two F5s, two FUs back to back.
AAs.
FUs since we're on the whatever network we're. I mean, I guess yeah, we're
We're
in.
on ESPN or
Yeah,
AAs.
yeah, AAs. Hit him with two AAs. Brock Lesnar gets back, stumbles back up, and then fucking just catches him with a fucking F5. And they counted it. He did seven F5s to him in just this match. Just this match. And I don't know if this is a storyline because he didn't hurt him because John Cena still walked out. But if he hurt him because John Cena has to go away for a little bit to film something, and he's not going to come back till we said uh, Perf, the Crown Jewel Perf. So that's about a month. It's October 20th, I believe. So it's about a month. So I'm just trying to figure out, are they pushing so Brock Lesnar stays? Because I did say it when they first brought him back, when he first made his appearance. He was supposed to fight Gunther. Well, Gunther's out right now, rehabbing an injury or from surgery. Are they saving him and they made him look strong so Gunther can destroy him when you get closer to WrestleMania?
It's possible. I mean, that would be a good Mania match to have, especially when you need to sell out seats in Las Vegas.
Again,
Or,
run it back. He was so good, you got to run it back twice.
or remember, Royal Rumble is in Saudi Arabia. So
The Saudis might be paying for that.
would you have Gunther versus Brock Lesnar in Saudi Arabia because that's a money pooler too.
I would say because WWE does what WWE does and will give you some matches three times, that yes, the Saudis pay for it and they get it first at Royal Rumble, or maybe Brock Lesnar and Gunther come face to face during the Rumble and they eliminate each other, and then that leads up for a match at WrestleMania in Las Vegas. So the Saudis get it face to face meeting, but it's during the Royal Rumble match, and then Vegas and WrestleMania get it for a fucking main event on one of those nights. So I don't know. I mean, end of the day, this pay per view, it was kind of it was fucking written on the wall. John Cena lost this one. It is
Hmm.
what it is, right? So and Brock Lesnar wins. So I'm just speculating on why he did win because this is John Cena's final run. He only has three more appearances, and he just
No, he
made
does not. That is incorrect.
how many appearances
We
he
are
got?
incorrect. So I wanted to look it up while we were talking about this because this is something that's very, very big because we're getting closer to the end of the year. Uh, this is coming out of Bleacher Report. John Cena's updated WWE schedule for the retirement tour after WrestlePalooza loss. Following his loss to Brock at WrestlePalooza on Saturday, there are only 5 advertised appearances left in John Cena's legendary in-ring
He
career.
has five more, so they
Per
added some.
per
They added some.
Fightful's Jeremy Lambert, Cena's remaining dates are as follows: Crown Jewel, Perth, Australia, October 11th.
Mhm.
Raw in Boston, Massachusetts, November 10th. Raw in New York City, November 17th.
So Madison Square Garden, of course, hit the fucking hits.
Survivor Series, San Diego, November 29th.
Mhm.
Saturday night's main event, December 13th in Washington, D.C., according to WrestleVotes.com.
So they added some. They added some dates then.
If anything, what they really did was just added those 2 Raw appearances.
That's what I mean. So they probably added like exactly what you said. Maybe not a match, but an
So
appearance.
look at it this way: right now it's the 21st. He'll be out before till until we get to Perth, which is October 11th. So maybe we'll get a video vignette or some kind of bullshit or whatever. He's gonna make an appearance in Australia. Boom. So that
Hmm.
gives him what, 4 weeks, give or take, something like
Give
that.
or take three. Yeah, 3 weeks.
And then he's gonna help build up something for War Games because of those 2 Raw appearances in Boston, his hometown, New York City, which is Madison Square Garden. Those are November 10th and 17th, and then off a week, and then the week after that is November 29th, Survivor Series, San Diego.
Thanksgiving weekend. Does that mean? Remember, you read a fucking card, speculation card. Cena, fucking Reigns, all these other people versus
Punk.
Brock. Yeah, Punk
Hmm.
versus Brock, Gunther, someone else. I don't know. I
Hmm.
mean, there. You need to fucking sell tickets, right?
We are, if you wanting to push something super huge and big, knowing that you're not going to put too much work on Cena, but you're going to give him something to do, a superstar or star-filled war games would make total fucking sense, knowing that he's going to be getting some beef from somebody on those two dates in Boston and New York.
Hmm.
So if you got November 10th and November 17th, where he's showing up on Raw, and then 2 weeks later he'll be at San Diego, he's probably going to be either heavily involved in him putting the super team together, or he's going to be like the last minute addition
I
that they weren't
wonder,
expecting.
like the putting Avengers together, it's Brock, Gunther, and the Vision with Paul Heyman. Because Paul Heyman's like, hey,
We need to talk.
I need to call in a favor and talk to you.
Well,
Me
he
and you have
told
no beef, right?
after the match they showed him, and he's or before the match when he saw him, he's like, "Hey man, we need to talk."
Yeah.
Telling Lesnar, and Division was there, and they're like, "Okay, cool, whatever," but he's like, "We need to have a conversation."
So
That was Lesnar to,
that's the lead up, right? That's the fucking lead up.
and
So
then Heyman calling a favor.
and then you call a favor, get Gunther, and then you have,
Mm,
or
I,
maybe the Miz, someone along
I don't
those
think it's
lines.
I don't think it's time for Gunther yet. I think Gunther's probably if he's gonna keep milking or he's still not cleared, I think it'll be a Royal Rumble entrance.
I'm
We
I'm,
haven't seen
I'm
this
okay with
man
it.
in X amount of months, and we're all year, blah 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 blah
Like
blah.
what happened with Cody when he tore his pec and came back for a run.
Correct.
Okay, that's fair.
That would be a better build up because I mean you got 3 months, dude. Why not?
Yeah,
Unless you really have something you really need to do, like Perth. I don't know if they really need him for Perth. Um,
they don't. They don't. The storylines has been moving forward regardless right now.
and you really don't need him for War Games. I honestly don't think you need him for War Games. So
I,
just give him the season off, and then come back strong in fucking Royal Rumble. That way he can lead into something that's going on from Royal Rumble to sell some tickets.
after Cena leaves, maybe AJ Styles leaves. You have the next run of Gunther. It's not a bad idea. And then John Cena puts a super team. Punk, him, Edge. I don't know. nah, not
And
interested.
it's crazy that like there's just a lot of reports, like just looking at like different um, websites and gossip sites, or all the dirt sheets, that everybody was upset about this match being a disaster. And they're saying it's a disaster because of the way that Lesnar beat the shit out of Cena. Like I even saw some people joking with memes and stuff, and they're putting pictures that happened from the match of kids crying. That they, of course, they go and they shoot the kids crying because Cena lost and everything. It's like, man, I paid $29.99 to see kids cry. It's sad. It really is because they're wanting their superhero to win. He's on his last legs and getting the fuck out. You want to see your superhero win, but it's Lesnar, man. There's no way. There's no fucking way. He wasn't gonna go light on him either.
And then when for Cena to come out with all those fucking kids as his entrance, then Brock Lesnar wins. Can you hear me?
I can hear you. You
You hear me?
went soft. There
Can you
you
hear me?
go. There you go.
Brock Cena comes out with all the kids in his entrance. They celebrate, right? Him
Hmm.
being good again. Gets his ass beat, loses. Brock Lesnar leaves, then comes back, whoops his ass and the fucking ref's ass, just for good
Yeah,
measure.
he came back in and one more go around. It's like we get it. Lesnar is unstoppable. Why did you bring the unstoppable force back? I get it. You do it for ratings. You do it to shake shit up. You do it, just like he was when he was there. You want to do it to do that and to
And
show that he can still could do
if
that.
speculation and rumors are true, it's the reason they really did bring him back is because John Cena wanted him to come back. One of his greatest rivals. Again, that's all speculation. It could be just John Cena's like, "Oh, okay, I guess if we're gonna bring him back, sure, you know.
He's never been a politician. He's always been a locker room leader, and he's always been, yes to the machine. Whatever you need me to do, I'll do it. Whatever's going to happen, let's talk it out. All right, let's go get it done. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, it only makes sense that.
You'll see it in those interviews. He goes, "I'll say yes to damn near everything if it makes sense.
Yep.
If it doesn't make sense, I will put my 2 cents in, and if it still happens, I'll still do the business. But I'm gonna put my 2 cents in and say, hey, I don't know about this shit.
The only way it makes sense that Brock beat him here is that he's going to beat him in a team effort
Hmm.
because Brock's not a team player.
Exactly.
So.
That part will crumble, and if they set it up where he needs to talk to Paul Heyman, and he's the one who initiated that conversation, then there it is,
Mm-hmm.
clear as fucking day, right?
Mm-hmm.
So next,
Gonna be interesting, man. It's gonna be interesting. But we're getting ready for the fall. I said it before. I'll say it again, and I'll keep saying it until the fall's over. We're getting ready for it. Next, we have the tag team match. The Vision, Braun Breaker, and Bronson Reed versus the Usos,
What?
Jimmy and Jay Uso, with special guest referee LA Knight. That was a swerve I did not see coming.
Yeah.
I mean, not to say that I couldn't see it coming, but they pulled the trigger on
Inter-
that, and they
it
had
was
special guest referee LA Knight.
interesting setup, the way it landed. I'm gonna let you do a good job. You saw this match, right?
I did not.
Okay,
I caught
okay,
the end of it.
okay. Well, then I'll set it up for you, right? Because you saw the end of it. Um, the Bronze taking early advantage. Elliot Knight lets a lot of things slide, and at some point, this becomes a fucking no rules hardcore match. Chairs, tables, anything under the sun. The announcers tables. Everyone's getting it's a fucking pandemonium. It's a lot of shit going on.
Hmm. Hmm.
A lot of times, every time that Jimmy's about to do something, Elliot Knight goes, lets him do it. Every time the Bronze do something, he's like, hey, you can't use that chair. Hey, and at some point, everything, all that stuff breaks down. Elliot
Hmm.
Knight is not a referee. He said, y'all can pretty much do whatever you want. I'm gonna turn a blind eye to a lot of things, so don't worry about that. Someone needs to be a winner, and I'm just there to count. I don't even want to be a part of this. That's the first thing he said. I don't want to be a part of this. I was told, so I'm gonna do my fucking job, and I'm gonna get the 1, 2, 3. No, am I gonna turn a blind eye to a lot of things? Absolutely. So initially, like I said, it starts off the Bronze get an early advantage. It's back and forth, back and forth. Jimmy is doing a lot of the work, the majority of the match, because
Mm-mm.
they've have separated him. And every time he's trying to make a hot tag, Elliot Knight's like, you're not. He tells Jay, you're not the legal man. You're not the legal. You get the fuck out. Get the fuck out. They bring in. They introduce chairs. The Bronze introduce chairs, and he takes the chair away from Bronson. Then Jimmy gets the chair, and he looks at Elliot Knight, and he's like this, and then Knight goes. He just turns around and lets him fucking use it, and it goes on so forth, so forth. At some point, the Usos start getting to come back, and Jay's about to hit Braun Breaker with a chair, and Braun moves out of the way, and he almost hits LA Knight, almost.
Hmm.
And then he turns around and gets fucking speared, or something along those lines. But somewhere in between that piece right there that I just told you and the end of the match, I didn't even see it on replay, but something hits Jey Uso's forehead and he's busted up, and you can see that that blood's rushing so much he can't even see. And they're in front of a table, him and Jimmy and LA Knight's checking up on him, and they push Jey Uso pushes him out of the way, and Braun Breaker spears the Usos through the table and gets the 1, 2, 3. So that's the build up, but I don't understand why they pushed him out of the way. One, to save his ass rather than save himself. And how the fuck did Jey Uso get busted open? Because I didn't see it.
So what I read today, Jay Uso is under concussion protocol, so he's gonna miss a little bit. They're checking up on him to make sure it wasn't concussion. When he hit Braun Breaker in the back with the chair, I guess Braun Breaker is physically fit enough where he's tight enough. When the chair hit back, the chair hit Uso in the face.
Okay, that makes sense because, like I said, he hits him and then throws the chair at Bronson. And by the time he throws the chair, so he hits Braun on the back, and then when he throws the chair, you don't see the blood yet. But
Mm-mm.
he throws the chair wildly, right? And then he does this. And he hit like he checks his head, and then he moves his hands, and you could tell he can't see because there's so much blood, and he's just like disoriented. And
Mm-hmm.
Jimmy pulls him, and so does LA Knight to kind of get him for the next spot. So that makes a lot of sense because it was like I didn't even fucking see it. I was trying to see what the fuck
Jay hits
happened.
Braun in the back. Like,
Bounce
you want
back.
another? Oh, look at this. I got a chair.
Oh,
Hit,
nice.
hits him in the back, and it pop right in the head. Pop.
I wonder. You know how the back of the chair has that ring? I wonder if that's the part that hit him.
Um.
The bottom part when you put the seat down. You know how like it has that little.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm thinking that yeah, because it folds out.
The other
With
side. The other side. The other side.
my bad, dude. Let me get the folded chair and show you that part right
Yes.
there.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Yeah. See, I got two chairs.
Yes. That's cool. Where'd you get those from?
They came with him for
Oh
whatever
shit.
reason. They came with his.
That's so random. That's
I
so.
guess to put with it. I guess for like decoration. I don't know, but these came with it, so I was like, cool. Yeah, it doesn't show it on this folded one, but
Mhm.
it's supposed to like make it look like that because you can tell the rings are different on the bottom. But yeah, that part probably fucking went pop. Oh shit! I almost hit
I
pop myself in the eye. Pop.
I wonder if it hit him like on the bridge of the nose because like he was bleeding from the forehead, but I wonder if like it's popped him the edge of the bridge of the nose and he got disoriented and then the blood came down because it happened like quick, like
Yeah.
super quick. And I was like, holy shit, how the fuck did that happen? Because he just hit Braun and then threw the fucking table to Bronson, like threw the chair at Bronson, and then he's disoriented because blood all over the place. I was like, damn, that motherfucker's good. He bladed quick. How the fuck did
No,
that happen? I
it
guess it
was
wasn't a blade.
pure accident.
So
Pure fucking accident. So yeah.
I see the buildup for LA Knight and him
Jimmy
specifically.
Uso. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Jimmy Uso is unfortunately caught in the middle because obviously he is Jay's brother, but he has no beef. He's not cool with LA Knight. He just has no beef with him.
LA
So
Knight said the same thing too a couple of Raws ago. He's like, I got no beef with you.
I don't
We're gonna
like
go out there
Jay.
and
He's
handle
like, yeah,
business. I got your back. You got my back. I don't care. But I just have beef with your brother.
yeah. And he said it. He told him straight up, I don't have beef with you. I have beef with your brother. So
Yep.
that's just another buildup.
But it's all because of why they're going for the same thing, which is being next in line to go after the World Heavyweight Championship. But right now, the World Heavyweight Championship is not being used in its correct sense because we've got other beef that's going on that's causing it not to be limelighted right now.
It's there's more important beef to build up for that match, and it's CM
Hmm.
Punk, and CM Punk's the bigger star, hands down. It's just what it is.
Yep.
So.
But it's just the rest of the guys that are fighting to see who's next in line.
Hmm.
That's what it is. But next card on the match, the Women's World Championship finally being defended, or at least put out there so someone can hold the title and then get defended afterwards. It was Io Sky versus Stephanie Baker.
Fucking great match. Even better match because Stephanie McCurry's fucking tights were all the way up her ass. You know, it was like a win-win for everybody. And then she did the
Everybody.
devil's kiss, and the whole fucking crowd did the Booker T.
Ah,
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 ah.
ah,
And then when
ah.
she's done,
Yeah.
yeah. I
If
love
people
it.
keep doing that, it's going to be its own little staple just because of Booker T, and I'm here for it.
It totally is. It really is, man, and which is awesome. But great fucking match.
Great match.
Io Sky put on a fucking show,
She
showed why
did.
she was a former champion, and fucking La Primera, Stephanie Vacur, whatever you want to call her. Like, she fucking lived up to her name because she came in from the Indies and other big promotions from all over the world with some fucking swagger, and she won her first major title on the main roster, and it was a great match. There was no doubt. Back and forth, it was almost down. It was pretty much down the fucking middle.
There
Luckily
was a
for both
good.
of
There
them,
was a good. No, 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 no. I'm not gonna say it was down
yeah,
the middle
it was down the
because
middle.
for no, because they did their job following however their spots they were supposed to go because Io Sky was holding it down like she was gonna take it. Every time that Stephanie had a move or two that was advancing her to make it look like she was getting close to the pin, Io had something to counter that. Io had something to put out there. Io was close. And I'm saying, like, we were getting to that point. What really turned the tide to put Stephanie over where she needed to be at, because I was rooting for Stephanie the whole way through, just like everybody else was, because we're ready for a new champ. When she started doing those dragon screw um, to Io Sky's leg on the ropes, the first one, that's it. She fucked her up. And then when she was able to get her again, I think she got her three times all together with that dragon screw twist that she does, twisting Io's knee. Io still kept pushing through the pain and trying to do moves, and Stephanie found a way to counteract some of the flips over the top rope or whatever she was doing. But she was able to get her devil's kiss in. She did give her the SMB. It wasn't enough because you saw it when she gave her the Stephanie Baker bomb, which is basically just a almost like a pile driver onto her knee. She bombs her on her knee and then drops her down. And Io got out. You saw it in her face. What am I gonna do? Like, son of a bitch, I gave her everything. I gave her all I had to do. And she pulls one out of the fucking playbook that she's been doing in Mexico that no one's seen in WWE, where she got up on that top rope and she did that corkscrew moonsault. Bam! That was it. One fucking two fucking three.
It
New
landed.
women's champ,
It landed good too.
Stephanie Vaquer.
It looked good. And when I said down the middle, it was down the middle. You didn't know who was gonna win. It was close. Someone had the
No,
advantage.
dude.
Someone didn't have the advantage. Someone had the advantage. Someone didn't have the advantage.
Io had more of the advantage in that match than Stephanie did. It
No
wasn't until
way.
yes, she did.
No
When you
way, man.
watch it back, dude. Get on your stupid app and watch it back. Because when you watch it, Io Sky had more of an advantage than Stephanie did because there were a lot of things that Stephanie was doing that kept getting counteracted. that Io kept going and get putting her out on top. If you see that, you
We
will
have
see
we
that.
clearly have different opinions on what it is, and it is what it is. Regardless,
I
we
didn't want Io to win though.
either did I.
I
Either
was
did I.
afraid. I
Oh
was
no.
afraid watching that. I was like, they better not. I'm there bitching on my dancing. They better not give it to her, dude. Because you saw Io just really putting on a clinic with her, and I'm like, son of a bitch, they're gonna fucking do it, and
And
they're gonna
Il's
fuck her
lucky.
over.
It's Il's lucky because Stephanie has the same fighting style from Japan,
Yep.
and it worked. It worked great for this match. Like hands down, one of the best women's matches of the year at
Hmm.
this point. And there's been a pretty good amount of women's matches that have been great. So this is another one. And now you
Yes.
have a new women's world heavyweight champion, and I'm looking forward to what happens tomorrow.
Dragon screw leg whip. That's what it's called. I was like, what's the rest of it that goes? Because some do the takedown, but when they're attached to the ropes, it's the leg whip. Dragon screw leg whip.
And what was that? Her finisher from
Hell of
Mexico?
a fuck. I don't know the name. I know they said it or they made up a name for it, but I don't know what it is. I have
It
to look
was
that one up.
badass. It looked cool. It looked cool as shit.
That fucking
And then when
corkscrew fucking moonsault
they
kind of
showed
thing.
the replay, and since her and Io are, I mean, pretty small compared to the ring, like when they slowed it down, like she did this badass fucking move, and I was like, dude, it landed perfect,
Perfect, perfect, dude.
perfect. And then she got the 1, 2, 3, and then out of respect, they did it exactly what they do in Japan. She laid the belt in the middle. She got in her knees. Io got in her knees, and they fucking bowed to each other. And Io's guy picked up the belt, hugged her, and put it on her fucking shoulders, and said, "You're the fucking champ." Out
Hmm.
of respect, so it makes Io babyface run continue. Stephanie
Top
gets the
class.
Stephanie gets the validation from a former champion. They have a banger of a match, and it's
And I'm waiting to see what's going to happen on Raw to see if Asuka's going to give her any bullshit for doing
she
that.
is. That's the story. That's why they were people were
Irie, Irie.
people were speculating the reason why she lost is because the storyline with Asuka makes more sense without a belt because they don't want Asuka to have the belt. So I
Hmm.
think that's the whole point. So we'll see. We'll see. I mean, everything's
We will.
speculation,
Yeah, yeah.
but tomorrow we'll find out. Well, me and you won't. I won't be home. So
Hey, man, it's on the app.
it's on the app.
It's on the app Netflix. Bang, bang. All right, next on the match card, CM Punk and AJ Lee versus Seth Rollins and Becky Lynch. And boy, was this a spectacle.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I was a little cringe when initially AJ Lee got in the ring. Obviously, it took her a long time to get into the ring, and you can go into the storyline about all that. But I was a little cringe about that lead up. The lead up was great, but when she finally got in, the ring rust kind of, and then you saw the vet mindset turn back on, and I was like, okay, it's back to normal. But for a second there, I was like, oh my god, like it's been such a good match and it's such a build up. But that little part. But go ahead and go into the match because it was a good
No, no.
match.
I mean, please, please. I want to hear your take on this. Please.
No, no. So I mean, the whole buildup of keeping CM Punk from tagging in AJ Lee, great storyline. Becky and
Hmm.
Seth worked together. They put on a clinic on
They
why
did.
they are the best husband and wife fucking duo, right? Hands down, great clinic. And CM Punk is selling for not only Becky, he's selling for Seth. It's back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Every time AJ Lee's about to get there, Seth Rollins stops it, or Becky Lynch runs around, pulls her off the apron, back and forth, back and forth. Finally, Seth Rollins fucking skipping around, hopping around, doing the AJ Lee impersonation, right into a fucking go to sleep. Right into a fucking go to sleep. And then Becky comes in and just hitting them, kicking them, and of course CM Punk. This is not the Indies. This is not TNA. The guys aren't gonna hit the women. Becky fucking kicks him. He grabs her leg. Oh, she grabs his leg to stop him, and he just hops over, reaches over. AJ tags in, hot tag, and like I said, the initial in it was a little rough. Like she tried to get her move, the Black Widow. Is it Black Widow? Is it hers is called? I keep on thinking of Victoria. You remember Victoria, right? So gets the Black Widow move, little
You're thinking
rinky
the Widow's Peak.
Widow's Peak. There you go. That's right. So he gets a Black Widow, little rinky dinky. The mounts, the jumps, the mounts, the jumps, and you can see she's taking it all in, right? Because people are pumped. She finally got the hot tag. It's a lot of adrenaline, and Becky Lynch is trying to get. You can see Becky Lynch is trying to get her back on track, like this way, this way, this way, and that's where I felt a little cringe about it. And I was like, ugh. And then when Seth Rollins came back in to disrupt the pin on Becky, then like that fucking switch went bing, and then you can see, okay, she's still a fucking student of the game, a vet, and then her and CM Punk went on in it. And then, again, it was a good back and forth, and it was almost like, who's gonna get this tag? Who's gonna get this tag? At some point, they end up at the fucking announcer's table, and and Becky Lynch throws fucking AJ Lee right into fucking CM Punk. They crash.
What they were gonna do was Punk and AJ Lee had them both set up to do some kind of move into the tables. They were gonna give them, maybe
They were
GTSs or something
they were
into the
actually gonna give
tables.
you. They were gonna give their
Pedigrees.
own. No, they were gonna give their own move. AJ Lee was gonna give Becky the fucking rock bottom, her
There
move,
you
the
go.
back whatever, and CM Punk was gonna do the pedigree onto
But
Seth
then they ended
Rollins.
up getting flipped around, and Rollins is holding Punk up, and Becky ends up just spear throwing AJ Lee into Rollins and Punk. The table collapses, and AJ goes down with the table too as collateral damage.
And
That shit was
then
crazy.
Becky jumps and gets her ass back into the ring, and then AJ Lee tries to get that fucking the Black Widow on. Becky gets out of it, does it again, gets her to tap.
Got her to tap.
It was a good match. Like I said, there was a little part where I was like,
With the back and forth, like you said, they did show a lot of her being AJ Lee being held aside. But then once AJ Lee was in, they were able to go. The girls were able to go, and then the guys got involved again, and then they were kind of holding them back, which was awesome to see. It was more, no, 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 we got this shit, and they
mm-hmm.
were going at it. Then the guys get involved, and there was a lot more back and forth, which is cool because they didn't make it a quick match. They didn't make it a squash match. They were able to do stuff outside the ring as well as inside the ring, and they did put on a good. It had to be at least 30 minutes to help
Yeah.
carry a lot of the things that were going on because, you know, they only had 5 matches for this event, and you're the co-headliner basically
Did you see
next
when
to the championship match.
she got the Black Widow on Seth Rollins? That was
Yes,
cool.
yes, it was.
Did you see when they slowed it down? Did you see that
Yep,
video? You see that video?
always.
And you can see and you can tell like Seth Rollins wanted to pick her up and drop her and realized this is a chick. And you can
Yep.
see like he reaches to her crotch area to pick her up, stops himself and goes. He does
Yep.
that like, oh
Yep.
shit, it's not a fucking dude. Like I can't just
Yep.
fucking pick her up like
I'm
that.
not gonna. I'm not gonna grab his balls. I'm not gonna
I,
grab because she ain't got none.
She ain't got no balls, and it's gonna look like something completely different. And like
Mm,
a fucking pro, he stops it. Like you can see him like immediately, like dude, that was my bad. Like I'm about
mm-hmm.
to pick her up and slam her, and he's like,
Mm-hmm.
nope, 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 nope. Like, hey,
Yep.
Punk, when you look back, I didn't do
Yep.
it, bro. I didn't
I,
do it,
I
bro.
I did not have sexual relations with that woman. Yep.
I did not sleep with that woman. We were up all
Oh.
night. But you know what's cool is AJ Lee gets the win, and I'm not. I told you, I'm not an AJ Lee fan or a CM Punk fan. But it was cool to see that how proud he was of her. Like you see him like at the fucking table. They show him he was like happy that she got the
Oh
pin.
yeah,
It was a
when
win-win. Yeah.
yep, he was laying on the ground like laid out, and he's there giving the thumbs up. He's like, yeah, fuck yeah. Yep, toting her around and everything. I mean, now it's gonna be curious, and I'm curious to see how they're gonna push forward with this. Is AJ Lee gonna still stick around when Punk comes out? Is Becky gonna stick around with Rollins? Are they gonna kind of push him away? AJ Lee not gonna come out for a while? Punk and Rollins gonna keep going at it, or is there gonna be another match where Punk and Rollins go in and LA Knight comes in trying to interfere?
Let me ask you this: did you see? Because they don't do any more of the fucking press conference anymore. But did you see the commentator
Yes,
table?
they did. They did a press conference after. Well,
They
not a
did.
press conference. They
That's what I'm
go
saying.
talking.
They don't do the legit like old school with
They don't do it
the
like the way
media.
AEW
Yeah,
does
no,
it,
no.
but they do it outside on the table with
Did you
everybody.
watch it?
I did not watch it. I saw it online where Seth Rollins comes out, but we haven't gotten there yet, so we're not going to talk about that yet because we need to talk about the WWE Championship match between Cody Rhodes and Drew McIntyre, which closed out the show, and that one was a banger of a match.
I really wanted Drew McIntyre to win.
It kind of looked like he was going to take it for a hot minute until Cody got his win back and took it back.
I don't know what he's selling, what injury, but he kept on stopping. Cody Rhodes, I
Hmm.
mean. Cody Rhodes kept on stopping and grabbing his head. and looking like he was disoriented.
Remember, he got himself fucking.
I know he got hit up in
He
on
got
SmackDown.
the claymore into the fucking table. Is why he was out for a couple weeks. So yeah, he's still selling the fact that his head's all fucked up.
That's what I was surprised. I was just surprised that they made a callback to the injury. You get what I'm saying?
Hmm. Hmm.
Like it was, I was like this, and then the announcers wouldn't fucking stop harping on it.
Hmm.
Oh my god, it could be from this, and because they kept on bringing it up, I seriously started thinking Drew McIntyre might fucking win because maybe he
Hmm.
really is hurt. Maybe he's selling it more because he's probably pretty much hurt and he just wants to get he wants to do the work, he wants to do the job for Drew. Drew win and the heel championships starts the reign starts into the fucking WrestleMania season. I
Hmm.
obviously you don't want to take the belt off of Cody, that's money, but I was just they did a good job of fucking giving me the I
Yep.
wonder. So good job with the commentating and the fucking selling from Cody Rhodes, and then of course Drew
It
McIntyre.
worked all the way around to get the global casual ESPN subscriber to really find out that Cody Rhodes is still on top. Now that leads to what you were harping about a minute ago after we were talking about CM Punk and Seth Rollins.
What happens next, right? What
Well,
happens
Cody
next?
Rhodes is out there talking with the panel, and they're there doing their hop. And before Cody Rhodes can really get into it, Seth Rollins' music pops out, and Seth Rollins comes over and walks up. So Cody Rhodes gets over here with his belt, and they both pick up their belts, looking at each other, because at Crown Jewel, it will be Cody Rhodes versus Seth Rollins. And I read online today that Triple H said that they are bringing back the Crown Jewel Championship.
So
Last year's
it won't be
last
for the
year's
belts. It will just be
last
for a
year's
special
winners
crown.
last year's winners were Cody Rhodes and Liv Morgan. And what did they get? They got a belt and a ring.
Hmm.
This year may be the same thing.
They
They don't
kept the
keep the belt.
they kept the ring. They didn't keep the belt.
They don't keep the belt because the belt just showed off over there in Saudi Arabia because it was like a $50 million belt with all these little tiny jewels and everything everywhere and
And they had the
shit.
museum.
But
They have WWE museum over there.
over there, correct. So those belts are placed over there. Now I don't know if they're going to use the same belts or have their own belts in Australia that's going to sit there wherever Crown Jewel is. We don't know yet. We'll find out. But they'll probably get a ring also. Whoever
I,
wins
I
this one.
I know Liv Morgan and Cody got to keep the ring. That's why they gave him
Yeah,
the ring also because they left the belt there. So
the ring was the prize. Realistically, it's bragging rights and that belt. But the belt stayed in Saudi because of how much it's worth and what they did with it. So they had their inaugural over there. This time around, I don't think they'll get a belt. They'll probably get another ring because it makes more sense to have you know, a jewel that goes with it because it's a crown jewel. You know, it makes sense to go with the wording, right?
maybe they get a crown. Da-na-na,
So
da-na-na, da-na-na,
who's the women
da-na-na,
fighting?
da-na. Well, Stephanie McCur's a new champion, so who's a heel to go after her? CM Punk goes after
No,
her.
it's Tippy time.
But she's about to defend her belt on SmackDown this week
Correct.
against Nia Jax
She
and Jade.
Jade Cargill.
Yeah,
Correct. On SmackDown, they set up that three-way match. Jade Cargill, uh, Tiffany Stratton,
Nia
and
Jax.
Nia Jax. So the winner will go on to Crown Jewel Perth, and they will have the women's fighting for that. So who do you have for that?
I mean, I don't feel like they're take off the belt off of Tiffy, and it'll just be one of those. Well, whoever wins wins. But I think at the end of the day, when they go over, whoever fights Stephanie McCur, Stephanie will go over on them because they're pretty pushing her. They put a lot of stock into her, right? That's why I
What
feel like Tiffany's not going to lose the belt because if they put it on Nia Jax or Jade Cargill, they might want to push them, especially Jade.
what if Jade wins?
Well, then I would hope that Stephanie McCur would beat her
Hmm.
at the end of the day. I like Jade.
Yeah, yeah.
I like Jade more in AEW than I do in WWE because she was that
Because
bitch and she was able to have some
she
kind of
had a better
personality.
character.
Yes,
She
better
had a little
personality.
more control of her character, and you got to see her more because she was out there every week with the TBS championship because she would defend it almost every week compared to where she's barely a footnote in anything that's going on because there's not enough time to showcase any more of these people, any more women than they can anymore since both shows are basically 2 hours. I mean, Raw's 2.5, but
Hmm.
SmackDown isn't. You drop it down to two, you lose time to have all your wrestlers on the show, or at least to push enough stuff. So we see Jade maybe twice a month if we're lucky.
if we're lucky.
Maybe.
Yeah. So, and we haven't seen Nia. I didn't say Nia Jax like twice in a month. So also she's also twice in a month. That's about it.
Hmm. Yep. I think maybe once, dude. I think she's only popped up on TV once.
She was
Since
out there.
since
She
last
was out
month.
there with Candice LeRae. She wasn't in the match, but she was there as a muscle. So
Yeah.
again, I mean, this is all a lead up to Crown Jewel and Perf. So
Hmm.
it's just okay. What happens that Seth Rollins coming out during the we'll call it the pay per view talk after the show,
The media
the
scrum.
media scrum. It's just again another selling point to get to where we need to get to. So all it is just what happens next. We keep on saying it over and over and over. We've been saying it for years. Fall is prime time TV. You want to sell fucking tickets. You want to make money. Things have to change, and obviously they've made a change with Stephen Vicker being the new champion. So it's only a matter of time. Dominic Mysterio being the new AAA Triple Mania champion or whatever it
Mega
is,
champion.
Mega champion. So there's some things going on. I'm just curious to see what happens next. And we start by watching. If you watch this past Monday, you know what happened. And just looking forward till tomorrow on Friday. So we'll see what happens.
Because right now on SmackDown Hotel website, they have Cody Rhodes versus Seth Rollins, champion versus champion, and they have Tiffany Stratton versus Stephanie Bakary, champion versus champion.
So they already gave away the win.
No, they have probably not because they're just going what's currently right now. We haven't seen SmackDown yet,
True,
so
true.
there could be a change between now and
Well,
then.
tomorrow's SmackDown, so we'll find out, right? At the end of the day.
Correct. So now think about this. This goes down 10 p.m. Australian Eastern Time, AEST. So here in the States, 6 a.m. Central Time.
Holy shit.
That's what it says here. Here's a breakdown for all the start times across various time zones. 11 p.m. Australia, AEDT. So I'm assuming AEST and AEDT are kind of like East Coast, West Coast, right?
Hmm.
So 10 p.m. AEST, they're East Coast. So 11 West Coast. So that would be 9 p.m. in Japan, 8 p.m. China, 5:30 in India, 3 o'clock p.m. Arabia, 1 p.m. Europe, 12 p.m. UK, 7 a.m. Eastern Time, 6 a.m. Central Time, 4 a.m. Pacific Time. So if you lived in California, you'd be watching this bitch at 4 in the morning.
Well,
If you lived in New York, it would be at 7 in the morning. Well, I can't get my paisano, so at least I can get a bacon and egg. Give me a stromboli, a bacon and egg stromboli. 7 a.m. I think I can watch
they get their bagels and lox with some fucking gefilte fish smear on it.
this. But don't be shisty, all right? Don't be shisty with it. Come on.
But hey, all we can do is wait, look forward to what's going on for the
And
fall
what's also coming up next, we have NXT No Mercy happening September 27th. So that's just right down the way. I believe it's Saturday.
next Saturday.
Saturday, this coming Saturday, right after SmackDown, the following day, Saturday. And it's
Oof.
happening in Fort Lauderdale, Florida.
Well, damn. So we got. I mean, wrestling's just continuously going, going, and going. So we got a lot to
7
look forward
Central.
to.
Yeah, and there's actually a few names on here. They still haven't got the Speed Championship winner yet. So we're waiting on that tournament to hurry up and pan out. So they'll play Sol Ruka. We'll find out this week, probably on NXT. On We will have everything else that's going on there. North American Championship: Ethan Page versus Tavian Heights. JC Jane versus Lola Vice for the NXT Women's Championship. Oba Femi versus Ricky Saints for the NXT Championship. But then again, we're still waiting to see what's going to happen. So
Hmm.
I'm excited. I'm
Card
excited.
subject to change,
Yep.
and that's the best part of
Always.
wrestling, right? So,
Always.
but again, thank you for tuning in to another Bell to Bell. If you want to watch back, you can watch us on Twitch, Spotify with video, YouTube at Beyond the Ropes Pod, and all the socials, and also Beyond the Ropes Pod.
Hey man, not gonna
For
lie, dude. Like
what?
WrestlePalooza, we didn't get to kind of finish out the roundabout. What you hit all the good stuff, but real quick before we go, what's the grade?
C plus, B
Mm,
minus.
mm,
I'll go.
mm.
I'll lean more towards the B minus. You got some spectacle. You got to see nostalgia act. It is what it is.
Speaking of nostalgia, we got to hit one more thing before we head out of here. Did you or did you not hear the gong?
Oh, I forget. That was
Bong.
something that we did miss, and
That's right.
but you did
And
you hear the
then
rest of it? I
I
am
am American
American
Badass.
Badass.
And the motorcycle comes out with the Undertaker on it. Comes down, high fives a couple kids, whatever, and he jumps over and he's like, he sees Stephanie McMahon standing there, and she's just clapping like, yeah. He jumps over into the crowd, grabs the mic, they give him a microphone, and say, hey, can we sit down? Can I sit down? Yeah, sure. Hey, it's crazy. You see it from this view. She's like, yeah, it's great seeing it from here. And he's like, hey, I just wanted to talk to you real quick. It's like, hey, blah blah blah. I forgot what the fuck he says, but he's like, I want to be the first. Oh, he said some bullshit. And he pulls the DX. Are you ready? And she's like, ha ha ha. Starts laughing. And she's like, oh, no, for real. Are you ready? Because I'm here to induct you as the first nominee into the 2026 WWE Hall of Fame, Stephanie McMahon. And she was in shock and awe. I don't know how prepared she was for that, but to be kind of genuine, that she fucking accepted it, hugged Taker, and was crying her eyes out.
Hmm.
Son of a bitch.
Real
Cue the
cool. It
waterworks.
started early, which is badass. That's finally like that's in March. That's what 4 months, 5 months from
April.
now. April.
April.
So that's a long time from now. So 6 months. So
I
they're starting
believe.
early.
Well, I mean, if you're gonna start hyping up your card for next year, or at least start giving some stuff that's going on, I think now they're finally seeing what they did wrong by waiting so fucking long on who they wanted to do. So I think they're kind of getting ahead of it. WrestleMania 42 Las Vegas is Saturday, April 18th and Sunday, April 19th.
So you got
So April.
September, October, November, December, January, February,
Don't
March,
even count
April.
September.
7 months.
Six.
I didn't
Don't,
count September. I said
you did.
October, November,
No.
December, January, February, March, April. 7 months.
Six.
7 months, you
Don't count
fucking idiot.
September.
I'm gonna fucking punch you when I see your face, you fucking idiot. This is why, you know what? I would bring it up. But this is why. There's a reason why you don't have anything to do tomorrow, motherfucker. Fucking idiot.
I got plenty to do, but you know what? Yeah, that's going on April 18th and 19th. But yes, it's you know I'm surprised a little bit that they're putting Stephanie in there, but I'm not surprised because think about all the stuff she's done this year. She's done a lot more.
Her podcast is really big right now.
She's doing a lot more with the wrestlers. She's doing a lot more interview kind of stuff. She's doing a lot more with ESPN. She's just doing. She's putting herself out there more media mogul like than she would be doing
She is
if
actually
it was
like
the old regime.
one of the old stars for the people.
Yep.
People are like, you know what? Now that your dad's not here, we like you. We love you.
Yeah.
We love having you
Mm-hmm.
around,
Mm-hmm.
and you're good people. So
Yeah.
pretty cool to see. Pretty cool to see. So congratulations to the very first inductee of the 2026 class.
That's right.
So, but again, hey, good note to go out. Thank you for
Mm-hmm.
bringing it up.
Had to.
Uh,
Always gotta end with a smile, baby. Always got to
mm,
always on a high note because if you end on a low note, then you end up at Randy's house.
really? I'm the low note? End up in your house, you sack of shit. Bitter
uh,
motherfucker. But
forever scorned.
forever, right? Hate. But again,
I'm
we
walking here.
we appreciate you tuning in for Retro Relapse. I'm Randizo.
And this
We're
is the podcast
I would say we're BTR, the podcast.
that hits back. We'll get it right one of these
Woo!
days.